I'm standing outside of City Hall here in Abbotsford, British Columbia, a city that is no stranger to the pages of Something Cool News. Indeed, the city of Abbotsford has been featured on our website many, many times, mostly due to all the interesting and sometimes even controversial stories that continue to come out of the city. But what is it that makes this city so interesting? And why does it continue to be in the focus of the national media over and over again? With an election looming again this fall, it seems like a good time to take a look and explore what it is that makes Abbotsford so interesting and, as I said, controversial. We begin that series today on Something Cool News. I'm here in Abbotsford's Jubilee Park. This is a park that's been very controversial the last couple of weeks, specifically because of a food program that the Peace Lutheran Church has started to hand out Cheerios, if you can believe it, to some of the homeless people. Some of the councillors have said that it's a bit of a problem and they prefer that the church not hand out the Cheerios in the morning. But behind the ridiculousness of that story, Jubilee Park has been well known by the residents of Abbotsford for a place where people hang out to deal drugs, to cause problems, and just generally congregate. In fact, there's a summer festival held every year, and many of the people who come to this park have noticed that homeless people have been shunned away. But the Jubilee Park is also known for another issue. At night, apparently it's dangerous to come here, and some people say they won't come here. I'm here in the middle of the day where it's quite nice and sunny, and there's no one bothering me at all. But I come here at night, or at a different time of day, and some residents here tell a much different story.
I was walking in the cold beer wine store and somebody was coming out and they told me to call them on check day. They want my check. It happens every month. I've had my head shaved, I've been beaten, I've been held for 3 days. Yeah, it always happens.
What happened this last time? Did they punch you in the face, or?
Yeah. And
this person told you not to?
To make sure to call them on check day and hand it over.
Wow. Does this kind of thing happen often?
Every month for me and pretty much everybody else down there too. If they have money, they're getting robbed or something's happening.
And what area is this?
Jubilee Park in Abbotsford.
You think things are getting worse, not better?
Oh yeah, they're definitely getting more violent down there. Every day something happens. Every day somebody's getting beat up.
My name is Vince, and this park is pretty dangerous if you come around here at nighttime.
Like what kind of things happen here?
Oh fuck, drug deals. I've been chased to here by 6 guys with a bat.
You were chased by 6 guys in a bat? Wow. What kind of things have you heard happen in this park?
I saw a guy get stabbed here.
Did you?
Yeah.
How many homeless people do you see around in the park?
Can't really tell the homeless people from the crackheads.
James, we're in Jubilee Park here. How would you describe this park in Abbotsford and kind of what it represents?
Well, it's a lovely park, but it's where the homeless, and it's an outdoor, well, let's be truthful, it's an outdoor drug trade center. People come down here to buy and sell their drugs or use or
The people in Abbotsford don't care about Jubilee Park. While I was sitting here waiting to conduct an interview for my website, someone came over here in a car and dropped off this bag of clothes for some of the people that live in the park. I noticed 2 people began to argue over the clothes, and one of them said, I actually grabbed a pair of a blanket, a big woolly blanket right away, and they almost seemed to get into a fight over who would be able to get the blanket. That shows you the level of desperation some of the people in this park feel, and that is perhaps the real problem with Jubilee Park.
Okay, my name is Christoph Reiners, and I'm pastor at Peace Lutheran Church, just a little ways away from here, about 2 kilometers. And I've been the pastor there for 5.5 years.
How big a priority do you think it is for both your church and the city, and actually the citizens of Abbotsford too, to, quote, fix Jubilee Park?
I think that in the greater picture it's probably not a huge priority, because I think everyone knows that there's no overnight fix. Or everyone should know that you don't solve homelessness overnight. There certainly are solutions, but those are long-term strategies. And until those are put in place, I don't think the park will be fixed. But it would be wonderful to have the park fixed. And I think, this, we ought to be able to get along. And normally, green spaces are created precisely to be meeting places. They're not just for solitary enjoyment of the park, but they're created so that people can meet and the city can come together. And in every city, there's all kinds of people.
What do you think about this program in the park where the pastor of a local church is trying to help out and give people food in the mornings?
That is really good. There should be more people like that, because then it wouldn't be so bad down there. Nobody eats down there. They spend all their money on other things, right?
The city councillors want him to stop doing it.
People look forward to the church people coming in that hand out the food. They actually make sure they're there, and it's a good time. Everybody's calm in the park. It's all friendly.
What are you going to do when your check comes out next month?
I have no idea. Hopefully keep it.
As you can see, there's some playground equipment here for the kids to play on, a swing set, a teeter-totter, things that children are supposed to use. Instead, these same landmarks are where we find drug addicts and homeless people and people looking for any kind of handout, like a bag of clothes or a bowl of Cheerios. The question is, what kind of legacy will Jubilee Park have in the future? Will it be known as a park where kids can play on the swings, or will it be known as the ground zero for the city's homeless problem? As the 2008 municipal elections loom here in Abbotsford, that's a question the voters may get to answer in deciding what kind of future they want for this park. For Something Cool News, I'm Fred Johns.